Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, good evening, and welcome to the Waterloo City Council Finance Meeting. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bozen?
Here.
Mr. Nichols?
Here.
Mr. Foyce?
Here, I may have a motion, please.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as proposed, as well as the minutes of the October 7th, 2024 meeting as proposed.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. First up, we have travel requests.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I'd like to approve the following travel requests. First is for Jay Millett, EOI, Robbie Decker, EOI 2, Dustin Knight, EOI, and Ryan Black, EOI. And that is for the Spot Road EO 2024 Cedar Rapids, Iowa meeting, and that's on October 3rd, 2024, amount not to exceed $600. Next is for Public Works staff training for the OSHA 30 online training on October 22nd, 2024, amount not to exceed $2,160. Next is for 8 Waterloo police officers for the individual and group crisis intervention training in Hiawatha, Iowa, on November 18th and through 20th, 2024. Amount not to exceed $3,360. Next is for Officer Lyons, Schneider, Berryman, and Gasca Muniz, and that is for the field training solutions meeting online between January 14th and 16th, 2024. Amount not to exceed $1,180. Next is for Tim Troyer, Combination Inspection 2. Inspector number 2 for the B1-ICC Residential Building Inspector Exam. Online, date to be decided, amount not to exceed $240. Next is for Abraham Alphonsus Jr., Human Rights Director, and Rebecca Johnson, Human Rights Specialist for the MLK Freedom Bus Tour in Memphis, Birmingham, Montgomery, and Selma. Selma for November 11th through 15th, 2024, amount not to exceed $2,300. Next is for Abraham Alphonsus Jr., Human Rights Commission and Human Rights Director for the CARE Fall Meeting in Arlington, Virginia on November 17th through 20th, 2024, amount not to exceed $1,084.96. Next is for Abraham Alphonsus Jr., Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Director, for the Appraisal Foundation meeting fall 2024 in Denver, Colorado, between October 23rd and 26th, 2024, amount not to exceed $803.95. And finally, we have Rusty Zay, Troy Deeds, Tyler Hare, Cody Wilson, Griffin Cameron, Airport Operations Specialist for the USDA APHIS Wildlife Training for the Waterloo at the Waterloo Regional Airport on October 17th, 2024, amount not to exceed $700.
Second.
Excuse me, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the pre-authorization to expend over $2,500.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
The first one, I'd like to make a motion to approve the following authorizations. Airport expenditure, $3,912.54. Parts and labor to rebuild boiler pump for terminal heat. Central garage amount, $4,788.94 plus $500 shipping and handling. Compost grinder, sickle teeth replacement set. Number 12 is central garage amount, $5,083.95 plus $300 shipping and handling. Roller and bearing assembly for compost sifter. Number 13 is central garage amount, $4,811.99 plus $250 shipping and handling for engine wiring harness replacement. The next one is the city clerk on the amount of $18,979.07 for Laserfish software renewal. Then the engineering department, $40,322.50. Purchase 1.27 acres of emergent wetland credits in conjunction with the FY 2023 Sunnyside Creek Improvement Wet Detention Pond and Channel Stabilization Project. Number 16 is finance department, $3,390.82. Early termination fees for the core bridge pay contract for credit card processing. Number 17 is from the fire department, $5,900.70 annual properties and inspection software subscription. Number 18 is the Human Rights Commission for the Freedom Bus Tour, $8,000 to co-sponsor for MLK Freedom Bus Tour charter bus. Number 19 is leisure services, $3,984.52 for 69,000 printed golf course scorecards. Number 20 is leisure services, $2,205 plus $438 shipping and handling for Mondo Sport Impact Flooring for Young Arena Zamboni and player entrance. Number 21 is leisure services, $7,699.82. Emergency repair for multi-stack air conditioning unit at the Sportsplex. Number 22 is the police department, $4,000 for ACES VMware annual software renewal. Number 23 is the police department expenditure, $17,830.65. Expenditures, 4 new cameras, mounting equipment, and software for Project Safe Neighborhoods camera project. Number 24 is the sewer department, $6,002.54 plus $100 shipping and handling. Parts for 2 TAS pump grinder needing repairs. Number 25 is the traffic department, amount $4,785. Expenditure, Q-free TS-2 Type 1 controller for kinetic signal license controller required for traffic adaptive system. And number 26 is traffic for $99,750. Expenditure for replacement of damaged northbound overhead signal for Highway 218.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Discussion?
Just a quick question, Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
On the, it would be for central garage on the compost sifter and the compost grinder. I'm just curious on how long those two have been down, especially the sifter. That'd be 11 and
Randy
12.
Bennett, Public Works Division Manager. When it come to the sifter, that has been down pretty much all summer. What the issue we were running into is the parts manual for which we have and the parts manual that our vendor had, they were using the wrong unit, unfortunately. So even though the part numbers would coincide with each other, they were ordering them. In other words, we were getting the wrong parts. So every time they kept coming in. But the good news is we've got the parts now and we actually have it back. With the exception, we still have to replace some, but the other portion, we were able to get it up and going. Those still need to be, some parts need to be done.
On the sifter, we've been ordering parts. I don't remember this sifter coming before us on those parts that we ordered.
Yeah, it was a while ago. We've had to order multiple parts for the sifter. We've had multiple things. The rollers, some of them, it just kept, we'd get the parts and then it was the wrong stuff.
And how about the grinder?
The grinder, those are just replacement teeth.
So that's been in operation from day one.
Yeah, the grinders, yeah, it's been operational, but we always like to keep extra teeth because unfortunately when you do get logs that go through, unfortunately sometimes there is metal and stuff in them and it buggers them up. So we want to make sure that we have teeth on hand. And especially right now as we're getting ready to get into the season of grinding everything up and getting ready to screen, we want to make sure everything's ready to go.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Bennett. All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Budget line items to be amended. First is to approve the project budget for the Park Avenue bicycle lane paint removal, funded in part by the Cedar Valley Trails Partnership in the amount of $7,300, as submitted by the Traffic Department. To approve the project budget for the fiscal year 2025 Federal Violence Against Women grant in the amount of $36,113 to be used for the Domestic Abuse Response Officer, as submitted by the Police Department. Approve the project budget for the Highway Safety Fund grant funded with federal funds awarded through the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau in the amount of $88,000, as submitted by the Police Department. To approve the project budget for the Amesboro Avenue ASCT project funded by Iowa's Clean Air Attainment Program, ICAP funds in the amount of $910,000, $728,000 grant, and $182,000 match, as submitted by the Traffic Department. Approve the project budget for the Broadway ASCT project funded by Iowa's Clean Air Attainment Program, ICAP, in the amount of $1.1 million, $888,000 grant, and $220,000 match, as submitted by the Traffic Department.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Finally, for bills payment for October 14th, 2024, that amount is $5,369,916.05. And for October 21st, that amount is $6,760,729.92. I make a motion to receive, file, and forward to the full council.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thanks, gentlemen.